His presence alone is seduction to a young man
And
without a father.
Eddie Long looked up
Look
to
at him,
Bishop
and he's
Hawk, I
everything
believe,
you
in
want
a
to
lot
be.
of
He's
ways.
everything you
So
see,
since
dream to
the
be.
story aired last night, and
Being
at the end
around
of your
him
report,
is
you said
it's
that
almost like a drug.
a spokesperson
Can't believe
for
the
New
places
Birth
you're
said
at in your life
they
and the
wanted
things
to
that
see
you're
the story
doing and the
first,
cars that you're
and then they
driving.
would have a comment. Have they commented at all?
No.
My daddy, Bishop Jakes, cover those who I have raised up to speak for me.
Because again, he had known him since he was 14 years old. And the bishop then made a move on him.
That's not a father. That's a predator.
The pastor, Aaron, cannot minister, please understand this, in glory and beauty without covering. You got to hear this. And the garment is made by the people who are wise-hearted. God would not receive the anointed worship unless the people of wise hearts would cover the priest. Now you got to catch this. Cover his or her nakedness. One of the problems with us who lead is that not only do we have to have the responsibility of leading, at the same time we got the responsibility of watching. Watching that we don't expose too much of us to those who walk around us because they don't know how to cover us, and as soon as they find out we're not God.
I-Team exclusive. For the first time, one of the men filing suit against Bishop Eddie Long is speaking out.
We're talking about Jamal Paris telling a story of what he calls a love-hate relationship with a man he considered a father. Senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell first broke the story. He's here with his exclusive report. Dale?
All about the facts, but I will tell you that the first feeling that you're talking about when I heard the story played out for me was how strikingly similar it was to the Bishop Earl Paul story, which I had spent about 3 years of my life, starting with when Mona Brewer first came out in the first interview, and that's still going on in the courts, and he's passed away. He died. But the allegations were so similar to what I heard in Bishop Hawk's church that I remember thinking, oh my gosh, not again, not another one of these kind of stories.
Do you understand the power and the detriment of a man with this type of authority? What this man can take and twist and make up and misuse you, and the next thing you know, everything you got gone. Everything you believe in is just crushed when you find out this man ain't who he claimed to be, because he's giving you this image that him and God like this.
That's right.
They like Raimundo and them, they tight like that. Yet when you find their behavior, it contradicts the Bible. To come out and tell him he's not perfect, he kept letting them know already I did it. I just ain't did. You know these kids gonna lie.
Amen.
Anything they do, I don't expect no homosexual to tell the truth. You live a lie. Why would think I'm gonna tell nothing but the truth, nothing but a lie.
That's right.
You live a lie, so I expect you to put a little lie in your truth. He know everything they say ain't true, but you know what? He knows some of it is true.
Yes, sir.
I've been accused. I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man, but this thing, I'm gonna fight.
The following is a public service announcement.
Do you feel if I was accused of being a homosexual pedophile?
How I feel would depend on how you would address the accusations. I mean, are you a homosexual pedophile?
I've never portrayed myself as a perfect man, Sarah, but I would fight these accusations in a court of law.
Wait a minute, Larry, that's not what I asked you. Now you're sounding very suspect.
I suspect that you have 500th vision if you can see Russia from your back porch in Alaska. Hey, I'm not on trial here.
I told you that how I feel would be determined on how you address the accusations. Vowing to fight the charges in court does not answer the question. Do you have homosexual sex with men?
No, I'm not Eddie Long. Eddie Long knows that B.J. Bernstein has proof that he's a homosexual, so his lawyers are going to drag this case out over a number of years until the hype dies down. Once the attention dies down, Eddie can sneak and plead to a less estate charge, and he can reach a financial settlement with his accusers for an undisclosed amount.
Wow, Larry, you really know the ins and outs.
Yeah, his mentor Earl Paul did the same thing.
This has been a public service announcement for your own good.
I'm gonna run them down every time I get a chance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Eddie Long, I was gonna challenge you to a celebrity death match. I've been learning how to come up on my lunges and come up, hit you dead in that hairdo. That's how I was gonna get away. When they gonna say, you hit Eddie Long in the hair, I said, no, I punched him in the hair. His hair was just attached to his head.
Yes,
and I started thinking, Eddie might run into a fist so he can fall down and I get on top of it. So that dude missed martial art. You had to wrap up and wrap his leg around me? That'd be it then.
The news media, because the news media is constantly trying to assassinate leaders and destroy their reputations, that nobody will follow them. And the same
people would clean. This is what they'd be trying to fill the people with. They won't be trying to deter the people from watching the media. The media fine when they run around and show they having some kind of praise party with some rump shakers. The media fine when they come and they want to show here we grow again with their homosexual choir singing, they getting ready to put up a family life structure. But when the media come in and just broadcast what you got going on and how your church already had kids being molested in the bathroom, this ain't the first time they hit the news. I don't know how people come up so dumb, but we know that preacher can be guilty because this was a little girl. Don't like girls, like boys.
That's right.
It's amazing. Then the media wrong. Instead of them looking at, won't you clean up what you got going on? Right. The problem I got, listen, you got to start with the head if you're going to clean the church up.
Amen.
If the head off, you can make sure the rest of the body is sick. If there's no standard coming from the leader, don't you know the church, these people going to go down to degradation? These people don't have a part nor a lot in God's church.
But that man cannot look me in my eye and tell me we did not live this pain. While you can sit in front of the church and tell them that you categorically deny it, you can't say that to our face. And you know this. You are not a man, you are a monster.
He was very convincing. I find it hard to believe that a young man would stand in the camera in front of everyone and put himself on the line and the embarrassment. And I don't think that he's of a mature age to do that and lie.
A fourth lawsuit has been filed against Bishop Eddie Long, alleging that he coerced young men into sex.
But yeah, they're going to say, we false accused. We do what the book said. The book said 2 or 3 witnesses.
That's right.
You got 4, Eddie.
That's right.
I would have took it been 1. But he got 2, 3. You know why? I'm still good. If it come out it ain't true, that's going to be on them. That's why the congregation had to have 2 or 3 witnesses before we kill him. Now I can stone him.
That's right.
Them boys throwed the first brick. Now I'm finna rock him out. That's our law.
That's right.
That's our law.
That's right.
The witness at hand would be the first one upon it. Otherwise, the congregation be guilty.
Amen. That's right.
They throw the first rock. Now I'm finna tear his head up.
Yes, sir.
Because, again, as I stated earlier in the service, I would want this to be dealt in the court of justice and not by public opinion.
Church ain't got no standard.
It's true. That's true.
Everybody tell us not to judge, but we come on and say what the book says.
That's right.
You hold what you got. Give me 1 Corinthians 6:1.
Yeah.
They say the church ought to be judged. They say, you know what they say? We ought to leave it to the legal system. That's what they tell you. Y'all heard that before? Why y'all judging? Let's leave it to the legal system. Ask these hypocrites why they carry a Bible around that go different than what their legal system say. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 1.
Amen.
Listen to the book.
Dare any of you.
He said, dare any of you. I wish you would do this. Listen.
Having a matter against another.
I got a matter against him. Listen what he said.
Go to law before the unjust.
Where I'm gonna go? What I'm gonna look for a judge to do? Got an earring in his ear.
Amen.
Well, Earl Paul was on trial for sitting up here sleeping with that nasty white woman for 14 years, and know she just a nasty doing hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way in the world you married, you gonna sit here and lay on your back with that nasty, decrepit, old, racked up looking dog for nothing. You know good and well you nasty too.
That's right.
I ain't gonna apologize for them. All they know they wicked.
That's right.
He said, why you gonna go before what the unjust do? The unjust covered him up.
That's right.
So-called Negro judge right here in DeKalb County went there and did what all good slave Negroes do, fight for their slave master.
Yep,
but the main thing, why the church ain't addressing it.
That's right.
Now he said, I dare any of you having a matter against another one. Listen what he said.
Go to law before the unjust.
He told me, I ain't gonna tell you to load the court. I said, bring him to the court of church.
Amen.
Listen to the book.
And not before the saints.
And not before the who?
Saints.
And them hypocrites on YouTube gonna run me down and say I'm the one that ain't right. Let the law handle it. What he just told me to do?
Amen.
Take it to the law. He told him to bring it before the saints.
The saints.
I'm preaching to sanctified folks.
Come on, preacher. Yes, sir.
Listen to what the book says.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Oh goodness. He said, do you not know that the Supreme Court,
the saints shall judge the world?
That the DeKalb County court system,
the saints shall judge the world.
So how much more?
And if the world shall be judged by you,
if the world should be judged by you, listen to this.
Are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
So we can't judge that matter? We can't judge that matter at the church.
Amen.
So without violating anything that my attorney has so commissioned me and put me in to instruct me, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here, and I thank you.
Mr. Church, has impact your family? Bishop, are you innocent of the charges of
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate.
I don't need to deliberate. I got the rope right here.
A member of the clergy. Don't wear your clothes so tight. Oh, I wish I could get some help this morning. Now, Bishop. Oh, my goodness, the pictures. From your cell phone, somehow got leaked. You're clearly in the mirror. You pose, exposing your body. And that is girl, that is girl, that is girl, that is girl. To pay, it leads to the side. And them biker shorts, them shorts, they working. Don't wear your clothes so tight. You're a member of the clergy. Keep on quiet. Don't wear your clothes so tight. Well, now, have altar call. Hey, altar, call me in a couple of chicken wing dinners. Piece of pound cake, a large iced tea.
Galatians chapter 2 at verse 15. Listen to the book.
Amen. Verse 17.
Okay.
But if, while we seek to be justified by Christ.
Now, if while we seek to be justified, we didn't say we'll say it hadn't actually come fully to pass until you die and you translate over.
That's right.
Now, if while we seek to be justified by Christ,
we ourselves also are found sinners.
This is what Paul said. This ain't got nothing to do with homosexuality, which we know is a sin. Paul said, now if we be found sinners while we wait to be justified, does that make Christ?
Is therefore Christ the minister of sin?
What did y'all say?
God forbid.
Y'all said no.
As I said earlier, I am not a perfect man.
Y'all said no. This is what he said in this same verse.
For if I build again
the things
which I destroyed,
I make myself
a transgressor.
Ed Long got a tape of him talking about how homosexuality, God didn't make you gay. They got it. CNN played it, and they set up so pretty. They cut it right out with him saying, you don't know what you will, pull your pants down, I'll show you.
You were not born that way. Let me pray with you. Let me tell you, don't you be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed from the, well, I don't know what I am. Tell me, take your clothes down, I'll show you who you are.
I said, he would say something like that. He would be the man. If you gay, and I ain't finna take you back there to try to find out not with your pants down.
That's right.
Boy, I can see your tendency from here. I ain't gotta take you back there and pull out no pants.
That's right. Amen.
I ain't talking about, well, I'm gonna take you back to come in my office. I'm gonna see if you gay, pull your pants down. Boy, you gay for asking that.
That's right. Amen.
That's what they gonna show with your pants down?
Amen.
You still got the man gender.
That's right.
They don't even get that though. And them fellas was sitting, them sisters like, I'm gonna go ahead and offer, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna pull mine down. But see, he went here and he tried to tear it down, and Paul clearly told you now, if you build again those things which you tear down,
I make myself a transgressor.
Did he not go and preach against it?
Amen.
Ripped it apart.
That's right. Amen.
And the problem today, and the reason why society is like it is because men are being feminized and women are becoming masculine.
And built it
again.
I make myself
a transgressor.
That's tight.
Amen. Amen.
But don't forget, all that me running down exclude the Bible. That's foolish. The book rip them down. The book tear down everything not like God.